Guys, what is going on? Savage here. Today we're gonna be breaking down another viewer submitted gameplay, and basically in this series we analyze everything they're doing, we critique every movement and every decision that they make, and also we'll cover everything that the enemies that they kill should have been doing to avoid death. Guys, there's so many different situations in Warzone, we physically cannot cover them in one video, or even 10 videos, or even 100 videos. And that's the beauty of the series. I watch you guys put yourselves in different positions, and I try to walk you guys out of it. So if you guys ever find yourself in the same position, you guys will have somewhat of an idea on what to do instead of just running out and getting killed. Also, guys, the support has been absolutely insane. You guys are subscribing on Twitch when I'm not even live. You guys are coming in hot with the subs. We're about to hit 40,000 subs on YouTube. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you guys for all the support. It's mind-blowing. But anyway, subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. We're almost 40,000 strong on YouTube, and we're approaching 12,000 followers on Twitch. This is crazy. Let's get this video to 600 likes too. We've been almost hitting it, but not quite. So make sure you hit the like button. But without further ado, let's dive into the video. All right, here we're spectating my dude Salazar, and he is looking in the map, trying to figure out where he wants to go. Again, it's all personal preference. If you guys want to chase down kills, I highly recommend dropping and getting a search bounty, and instantly, as soon as you finish that, picking up bounties and chasing them down. And remember, just because you have a bounty activated does not mean you have to pass up other players. On your way to the bounty, make sure you're killing everybody in between. That'll help increase your kills and get your KD up. All right, so we have a few things marked. I'm not sure exactly where he's planning to go. A lot of people have been dropping train. I, for one, is not a huge fan of trains. Very exposed, and the loot's meh. Right? But that looks like where he's going, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. This is solo stimulus. I know the mode is not in the game as of right now, but we're gonna treat it like it is. That way, when they bring it back, you guys can approach it with a different mindset. Remember, guys, you want to always maintain $4,500 so that you can come back if you die. Be very aware of your money in the stimulus mode. It's a very easy thing to kind of miss. All right, so now we're chasing the train. Unfortunately, 3 guys landed on it, and you fell just a tad bit short. So right now we're in a screwed up position. There's no objectives around us. And we have no idea how many people landed in Promenade because we didn't look around. We were kind of just tunneled on the train, and now we're having to go in blind. Again, guys, no matter where you're landing at, make sure you do a little bit of a sweep in case something does go astray and your plans do not work out. That way you can kind of make somewhat of an educated decision as to what audible you're gonna throw. So in this position right here, man, what I would do is just run and gun. I wouldn't waste any time. We need to get money. We need to get fast. I'd like to have around $15,000. That way we can have enough to come back if we die, and for a loadout as well. So, I mean, unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. You have bank right next to you. That's exactly where I would go. There's gonna be a lot of money there. There's probably some players there as well. So go ahead and make your way there. You can usually come out of bank with, I don't know, 8 to 10 grand, I would imagine. I want it that way.
Where's my money, bitch?
Yo, I'm not even streaming right now. And my dude Roger coming in with a tier 1 gifted subscriber on Twitch. This is a little unorthodox, guys, but can we get some hashtag Rogers in the comment section? This man coming in with a gifted tier 1. I'm not streaming. I'm mid-recording tomorrow's video. What an animal. Please get the hype in the comment section from my man Roger with the support. All right, so what I say, bank, man, bank's where it's at. Who would have thought? All right, so now we have $16,800. We have enough for our loadout. We have enough to save for our revive. We're in a beautiful position right now. Granted, you can still loot up if you want to go ahead and get a UAV. I probably would. I'd at least loot on my way to the buy station. Surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be anybody over here. The only thing that kind of throws me off and makes me think there's people here is the fact that there's really no objectives up here, right? But we do have 2 flag objectives. Again, guys, look, there's different methods to how you approach the game. If you guys want to play slow and passive and have almost a guaranteed win, or at least a guaranteed top 5, go for flags. A lot of people are like, Savage, I want to get 30 bombs. I don't want to go for flags. But look, my highest kill games have come from doing flag objectives because it baits people to me. Everyone's like, Savage, I don't want people to know where I'm at. Screw that, man. Come on. I need more kills. Make it easy. Light it up. Send a flare up in the air. Let everyone know where I'm at. I don't care. So I love doing flags. I think you can get high kill games doing flags if you play it correctly. So that's what I would do. But look, a lot of people like to take flags slow and passive. They'll get a flag, they'll get another one, they'll get another one, and then they'll go to the center of the last circle and they'll just sit the whole time. Just because you know where the circle is doesn't mean you have to go sit in it. You can still run around and do bounties and things like that and rack up your kills. Oh, tell me why I ain't nothing but a man. But that's for another video. Let's proceed. Right now, honestly, I'd probably walk to the buy station. I would not drive to the buy station. We have no trophy system. We have nothing like that. Now, I will tell you, be careful. Be very careful when you're looting buildings and things like that on your way to the buy. You have $17,000, $18,000. The last thing you want to do is run into your death and lose all that money. So all of the stuff you had been doing before is now wasted. So make sure you're trying to prioritize the buy station over anything. The last thing you want to do is die and legitimately have the past 7-8 minutes completely wasted for nothing. You know what I mean? All right, so I fast forward a little bit because we're still running through Promenade and there hasn't been much action, but we are now sitting on $23,000. So guys, I want to go ahead and approach a subject real quick, just off the top of my head. If you guys want to increase your kill count, make sure you grab some bounties. You can still have flag objectives as your main objective, but if you're trying to get some kills and you don't hear any gunfire and you don't see anything on the mini map, you don't know where anyone's at, go after a bounty objective. This game will be a lot more enjoyable for everybody if you're going for kills. Like I said, right now we're 11 minutes into the match, almost 12 minutes into the match, and we have 0 kills. Again, not hating on you, brother. It's all up to you. But judging by your title, it says you have 12 kills at the end of the game. Think about how many kills you could have had at the end of the game if you would have got some kills in the beginning. So if you are trying to hit that 20 bomb, if you are trying to increase your kills, make sure you're grabbing trophy systems, make sure you're utilizing them with vehicles, make sure you're going after bounties, make sure you're going after most wanted bounties. Hell, even put a most wanted bounty on yourself and bait people to you and kill them off. Now that's a little bit more advanced. You got to really rely on your gameplay to kind of throw yourself out there and fight the entire server. But there are ways to increase your kill count. Don't just settle for less. I do believe this match could have potentially been a 20 bomb should you have had a hotter drop. Now, this guy right here is a super bot. I don't know how he didn't hear you. So let's talk about both of you, right? Let's put yourself in the enemy's position. If you're in the enemy's position, you need to have your audio on. Yeah, you have to have some kind of headset to where you can hear parachutes. Parachute is not a quiet noise. It's pretty loud. You can usually hear a parachute if you pull out way earlier. But in your case, Salazar, I like to always assume that the people that I'm fighting are somewhat of equal skill or better than me. So I want to approach it from a more tactical position. Seeing that guy run out in front of me, I definitely would not have pulled my parachute as early. I would have waited till I was closer to the ground, then pulled my parachute. Granted, if you pull your parachute a little too late, sometimes the game won't register it and you'll just splat to the ground and die. But I like to put myself closer to the earth before I pull out. That way it doesn't alert the enemy. That way I'm on the ground. By the time he realizes that I pulled my parachute, I'm already have my gun out. I'm already ADS and I'm already shooting at him before he can turn around and challenge me. All right, so we're rocking the Kilo and we are going with the Ram. Now, I highly recommend never utilizing 2 weapons at the same time that require the same ammunition. This game right here, you'll go through some ammo. We all know it. There's too many times we have not had ammunition when we needed it. So I would highly recommend never picking up 2 guns that utilize the same type of ammunition. So we heard glass break, and that's why he's crouch walking approaching this place. We also have a vehicle right here in the top left corner. Like I always say, guys, pay attention to your mini-map. You want to glance at your mini-map pretty regularly. I probably do it every 10 seconds or so. I'm not even kidding. That way you can kind of see if anyone's pushing you. We know that there's a guy at this truck. He could make his way to the buy station. A lot of people will ditch the vehicles and walk up to a buy station. That way people don't hear you approaching in a giant loud ass big Bertha. So be very careful. There's a guy probably in this building because we heard the glass break, and then this guy's probably sneaking up. So you could be potentially in a 1v2 position. Now, because of the situation, I would keep myself on this side of the building. I would not put myself in between these 2 guys at any cost. This game is mostly about positioning. We die more from getting shot in the back than anything. You have tracker on, which is awesome. You know exactly where he's going to be. I would definitely utilize the hell out of tracker. All right, he was looking at somebody else as well. So be on alert. All right, so let's look at the mini-map. We got a guy right here, and that's exactly the direction that the guy you just killed was looking at. So be aware. This guy probably knows you're here. All right, I love it. We got the advanced UAV in the air. We're going to keep spamming them out. Beautiful. You got a lot of money, right? You got a lot of money. All right, so the guy in front of you is not even looking at you. He's got his back turned to you. This is an easy kill. I'd go ahead and sneak up on him and take him out as fast as possible. He's just sitting by the tree. Now, you're in a position where you could sneak up on him and get closer to him. Luckily, that guy didn't have much armor, so you're able to take him out in like 6 bullets. I love the fact that he used advanced UAV and he's actually listening to the advanced UAV. Remember, guys, mounting your gun makes it way more accurate. It has less recoil that way. Plus, you have a lot of cover. If you're mounted, the only thing that the enemy can see is going to be your shoulder, your weapon, your face, and that's it. You're not going to be sticking out with your whole entire side of the body sticking behind a tree like he is right now. Guys, what language is this? Is this German? All right, so we know a guy's at a buy station, 100% fact. There's no doubt about it, right? You don't need the heartbeat. We already know he's here. He's apparently got ghost. I know he's there. Even though the heartbeat said he wasn't there, I know he is. I'm pretty sure that's who the sniper just sniped at. We know there's a guy here. Let's go ahead and take him out. Sniper and him are in a fight. It's a perfect third-party situation. Again, you don't need your heartbeat. You don't need to whip it out. You also didn't need to reload. You have 38 bullets. So you could take him out pretty quickly with that. Now that guy right there put himself out of position. The enemy is mid-plating and he's pushing out in the open, trying to push to you. If he needed to play, he should have fell back to that little shack, plated up, and then pushed efficiently. The last thing you want to do is be running and plating up, and then someone starts shooting at you, and you're sitting here plating, and you can't do anything because you don't have a weapon. So don't push an enemy without your weapon in hand. Now remember, you killed this guy. Did I miss that? All right, now remember, you have the body right here. You also have the body up top, which probably has a good amount of money on it too. I definitely would get a UAV in the air first and foremost. That way, you also had a UAV. Hopefully he sees it. What? All right, so the position win right now, he's about to grab the money from the guy that was sniped, right? He's in a very good position. He could rotate back to the buy station. There's a guy right there, a guy right there. It looks like there's a faded red dot inside the building. I can't tell, but there's definitely some kind of color. Yes, there it is. So 1, 2, 3. There's 3 targets here. There's 1 here. If I were you, I would work my way to the buy station. And as you're working your way on, this guy right here is an easy pick. He's got to leave cover and come up the hill to you. Guys, if you're in a position like this where you're in hospital, always move out before the circle forces you out, especially if the circle's on the edge of the hill, because there will always be people on this hill to gatekeep. Always. This is a perfect place to gatekeep all of downtown, hospital, promenade, everything on the right side of the map. This is a very high vantage point, so make sure you guys take this with force and you take it quickly. Do not allow the circle to push you out, because once this enemy gets in the gunfight with our dude, should it happen, he would have to worry about not only getting shot, but also blue damage as well. So I would exactly do that. I'd make my way to the buy station so I can take out all 3 of those guys, assuming they're still alive at that point. And while I'm moving myself that direction, definitely take out the guy to your right. All right, so we got the guy on heartbeat. You're also getting shot from the right. I'm sorry, not from the right, from behind. 330 is the guy at the buy station. So this is a very unfortunate position to be in. So you're going to have to fight the guy at buy station and the guy coming up behind you if he comes your direction. Let's hope that the guy behind you that you're about to shoot ends up going towards the buy station, and then you can take this guy out and then rotate yourself that way. Again, sometimes you have to throw audibles in your gameplay. Your plan might not work out correctly how you want it to work out. You could fall back on the edge of the circle and avoid the fight and then work your way over there and get all those kills. But I would go ahead and mess with this guy first and then see where the circle goes and then come up with another game plan after that. Your priority when it comes to gunfights and which gunfight you should choose, you should always choose the gunfight where the enemy knows your position, right? So if you're getting shot at by somebody and you decide to go ahead and shoot at someone else who has no idea you're there, you're really messing up. You're really messing up. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you're getting shot at by somebody and then Joe Blow, who has no idea you're right there, you start shooting at him instead, and now you have 2 guys shooting at you. So always prioritize your combat to the person who's shooting at you first. I know that sounds basic, but I see it happen every single day. People just start shooting at everything they see. Next thing they know, they have 7 or 8 guys shooting at them. They're like, why am I always getting third-partied? That's why. All right, so right there, what you did, and this goes back to the mounting. Guys, if you have something to mount against, make sure you're mounting to it. He's in a position right now where it's hard to get hit, right? Because Salazar is mounted, it's really hard for an enemy to shoot him, especially an enemy who's just not that good in gunplay. Notice they just had a 1v1 fight and he still has a little bit of his plates left, right? The enemy should never have stood out in the open as much as he did. He should have hugged the building, mounted on the building, and had it a fair 1v1 fight. But he didn't, and he got him killed. Now, again, there's a lot of money over here, a lot of plates. There's another UAV as well. That's the one he dropped earlier that I knew he had dropped, and I'm glad he went back and got it. I don't think he knew about it. Now, look, let's go ahead and pay attention to this, right? We need to play it up for sure. We can loot this in a second. We don't have to loot this right now. You have your plates. You have 5 plates. That's all you need right this second. So I would go ahead and focus this guy. He's got to move out before you do. So make sure you kill him before he gets in a position where he can kill you. He's in a very vulnerable position. He's got to make his way against the circle towards you. So make sure he pays for shooting at you. Now, you don't need the heartbeat in this situation. You really don't. When you guys want to find out exactly what angle they're at, you don't have to use this to discover that. Look at your character. Wherever your nose is pointed at, you want to point it at the dot, and that's exactly where he's going to be, right? So save yourself from using the heartbeat. Just pop out and shoot him. He may be laying prone. I didn't see him, but he may be laying prone. Again, if you're in an uncomfortable position and you can't see the target, wait for the circle to push him out. Now, when it comes to contesting a sniper, the last thing you want to do is ADS and drag scope to the sniper. You want to place your crosshair on the sniper, then ADS and get some shots off, because the time it takes you to drag scope, it's an easy headshot for a sniper. Easy headshot. Again, he's got to push to you. Make sure you're watching that line of sight so he doesn't push across and then have the advantage on you. All right, so now we're in a position where this is a very hot area. This area is always just popping it. 24/7, just a giant fucking rave, right? Use your UAV. You got to get through here safely. Use your UAV. But remember, I know not everybody's on UAV. I get that. But at least you'll have an idea of who's around you. And then 1, you can chase down kills. 2, if you don't want to kill them, you can navigate your way through like a little snake and get safe. It's up to you. And we're also $100 short of being able to come back if we die. So I would definitely go inside that apartment to his left and open that crate that's sitting there wringing its nuts off, right? The last thing you want to do is die when you're 6 kills in, 45 left, and you're basically in game. I don't know. All right, fast forward a little bit. Wasn't much action, just kind of navigated through, and we didn't see a single person, so that was good. He was able to save his UAV and not utilize it. Again, I still probably would have used my UAV. I'm just paranoid like that, and I think being paranoid is better than holding on to it and getting shot in the back and dying. But it worked out in this situation, so here we are now approaching Firehouse. The circle has rotated towards Storage Town and the left side of the map, aka bunkers, and you have to make your way kind of in the open towards the pool house and Storage Town. It really isn't that bad of a push. There's a lot of rocks out there, so you should be fine, assuming nobody's on pool house, right? Doesn't look like there is, but there might be somebody inside. Now, once you get to Storage Town, definitely use your UAV. That's the benefit of him saving it, is he would definitely need it in storage. 100%. 100% need it. Now, I always highly recommend... Getting close, boys. Oh my God, he's getting close. I think the guy went out. Yeah, there he is. He went outside. All right, so we have a guy outside on the hill, right? And actually, there's 2 guys. There's a guy right here. I don't know if you can see this guy, but there's a guy right here, and there's a guy right here. They look like they're about to get in a fight, so go ahead and third party the shit out of them. I will tell you not to start shooting yet, because this dude has a ridge right there. He's got a rock, a tree. You start shooting at him, he's just going to go one way or the other, and he's going to be protected. I would work my way to him before I alert both of them where my location is, right? I would work myself to the high ground. That way, when I get some shots on him, I can get the kill without him getting to cover, plating up, and possibly contesting me and or killing me. Now, he may get killed by the other guy, and that's fine. I'd rather miss out on a kill than die. But let's see what happens. All right, there's one down. Maybe the second person I saw was a tree, because I might be wrong. My eyes may be deceiving me. We'll see what the heartbeat says. There's somebody on the heartbeat to his right in Storage Town. Remember, you got a UAV. I would definitely use the UAV in Storage Town. All right, I like the fact that he didn't just barge in through the little hole in the wall. He actually waited for the enemy to pass him up and then shot him in the back. You know, it is what it is. This game's a dog-eat-dog game. You don't have to fight everybody face to face. You're going to die most of the time by getting shot in the back. So you might as well repay the favor to everybody in the match. All right, Storage Town is a very, very slow and patient type of ending. And I feel like because Storage Town is the majority of the circle, I think it is. Haven't seen the big map yet. But because Storage Town is the majority of the circle, I'm going to go ahead and assume the circle is going to finish here. When you have final circles that are in compounds, it's all about playing the edge. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in a position where you're trying to hunt down kills and you put yourself in the middle of the circle. Then the circle rotates a different direction and everyone's looking at you, right? Don't ever get in the center of the circle because then you're vulnerable 360 degrees. If you keep yourself to the edge of the circle at this type of endings, you'll definitely benefit more. You may not get, you may not get 20, 30 kills. I'd rather win with 6 kills than die with 30 kills. You know what I mean? So slow it down in game, play smart, play patient, play for the win. You have ample opportunity in the first 20 minutes of the match to get as many kills as you want. Why would you go balls to the wall at the end if you don't trust your judgment? All right, so you have a situation right now where his armor's cracked. Do not allow him to run away and play it up. Very nice, very nice. So he did good right there, pushing up and finishing the kill. That guy there, he was trying to do what I was recommending, keeping your body to the edge. But when I say keep yourself to the edge, don't sit in one spot. Rotate the edge of the circle back and forth. Don't put yourself in a position to where you're just sitting still, because then your fate is going to be the fate of that guy he just killed. All right, so again, the circle did rotate. However, Storage Town is still in bounds, but barely. So that's a good thing. You're on the backside of the circle. There could be guys to your right, and I will assume that there is because there were 4 people fighting at the garage. When you pulled up your map, we saw all the dots. So I would assume that some people, maybe 1 or 2 people, tried rotating over here. Whether they successfully did it or not is yet to be determined, but let's pretend that there is. In game, especially with 13 people in this kind of circle, everyone's playing slow and passive. Don't put yourself in a position where you run straight through here without checking your left and your right, and then you get shot in the back. So I like the fact that he's rotating to the left and he's going up through the Storage Town. This is the best way to do it right here. You have a UAV, and I like the fact he's holding on to it right now. The circle moves in 10 seconds and everyone's getting clustered together. You're better off knowing where everyone is in the end game. It also sounds like there's a Gatling gun murking the hell out of somebody right now. All right, so let's look at the circle. There's 3 guys over here. There's 1 over here. There's 11 people in the game. With you, that's 10 enemies. With them off the map, that's 6 people who have ghosts that will not be seen by a radar, right? And I guarantee you, the 6 people, they're in here with you, brother, right? So you're gonna have to play very smart, very passive aggressive. You see a guy, don't run from the guy. You want to fight him, but keep your body on the edge. Keep working these buildings. Keep working the wall. And do not allow them to sneak on you. There's going to be people hiding in the storage units. There's no doubt about that. These guys right here, 1 will come away with the W. 1 of them is going to walk away and the others will die. So your main concern is going to be 1 guy over here, 1 guy over here, and 6 people inside Storage Town. All right, you have 2 guys shooting to your left. I would definitely go and capitalize on that. Like I said, you don't want to run from fights. And if he's distracted shooting at another enemy, that's the perfect opportunity to kill him. However, on the flip side, you do have 1 guy up here on the mini map that just died to a guy with ghost on. So you could potentially kill the guy that's on the right side of the map. All right, now we've worked our way outside of Storage Town, and this is a position I honestly do not like for you. Luckily, that guy wasn't paying too much attention. So we're out of position. I don't like this spot. I would get myself back to Storage Town and work the buildings. The last thing you want to do is have to rely on 1 wall to be safe, because if an enemy that's on this wall or in Storage Town or even on this hill over here knows that you're here, the moment you have to move, you're going to be screwed because you have no cover going out. Also, don't forget to play it up. The last thing you want to do is get in a fight, because right now you're looking for a fight, right? Make sure you're paying attention to your plates. You want to play it up in this situation. You have plenty of time to. The last thing you want to do is get in a 1v1 with 2 plates missing, because you'll lose the fight. Play it up and get yourself back to the buildings. Honestly, get yourself back to the compounds. That's the safest spot for you. All right, thankfully the C4 killed him because you only had 7 bullets left. That would have been very unfortunate. Remember, you have a gas mask. You can run back into the circle. I like that. Pop your plates. It's giving me anxiety. Pop your plates, brother. All right, so it's a 1v1v1. Pay attention to your mini map, right? We know that there's a guy on this side over here still, because where you marked earlier, that guy never died. At least I don't think he did. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume in my head that there's a guy somewhat on the bottom of the circle. Then you have this guy over here who just shot and revealed his position. When it's in game, especially in a 1v3 or 1v2 or even a 1v4, sometimes I'll be very hesitant on who I shoot at. I want to know where everyone is in the circle. I want them to reveal themselves. If you start shooting, you kind of reveal your position, and then everyone starts looking your direction. So what I like to do in game, especially in this situation right here, forget about kills, forget about excitement, forget about aggression. I'm going to play smart. I'm going to use my mind and beat everybody. So I'm going to wait for them to start shooting at each other and picking themselves off. Once they start shooting and dying, my ass will then peek out and third party them like a little bitch. But look, it's in game. It's dog-eat-dog game. I don't care. So we know exactly where one guy is. I'm telling you, I know there's a guy over here by this loadout drop. So you have no C4. There's no reason to use your heartbeat right now at all. No reason. And he just popped up on the mini map right here. So I was right. There's a guy right there and a guy right there. You could either A, wait for them to kill each other off, or in this position, you could be aggressive, pop around the wall, take out the first guy, and then hopefully rely on your gunplay and then 1v1 challenge the last dude. Or you can do what I would probably do, let them kill each other off, and then come in for the cleanup and get the W. All right, in this position right here, it's a 1v1. You've got a cluster strike inbound. There's a lot of noise being made. He's probably plating up from the fight. He's probably reloading from the fight because the other guy just died. So this is your opportunity to go out there around the corner and get your shots off. He's going to be very vulnerable. Now, he knows where you're at. He knows to look over here because he just killed someone over here. No one else is out there. So process elimination, guys. He knows where you're at. So pop around the corner, get your shots off quick, and win this game. All right, there he is. GG's. Yo, Salazar, thank you so much for sending me your gameplay to analyze. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in this one for sure, just like every other video. And I love the fact that we have such a variety of circles, such a variety of gunplay, such a variety of skill levels that we can kind of touch base on everything slowly but surely. One thing I would recommend for you, if you're trying to increase your kill count, which I think everybody is, all of us are trying to get more kills for sure. Your beginning game, definitely play more aggressive. Your end game, I think, was pretty on point. You made the right decisions for the most part. A little things I critique here and there that we already talked about, but beginning game, get your loadout as fast as possible, go for kills. I can see you dropping a 20 bomb in the next week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This game is very intense and very intimidating, but again, do not allow other players to intimidate you. So make sure you're challenging your fights, make sure you're trying to outplay the enemy, make sure you're changing up your gameplay. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Don't just keep doing the same routine, because if it's not working, a little insane. Again, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel today, join the wolf pack. Also leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 600 likes, and follow me over on Twitch where we play with viewers daily. Also, if you want to play with other people from the community, make sure you join our Discord and join the LFG chat room. There's been a lot of teams being formed in there and a lot of W's have been made from it. So please utilize that tool to your advantage. No sense in playing with randoms when you can just make friends and kind of sync up with them and learn from them as well. But again, guys, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone. Guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you check out other tips and tricks videos as well. And again, as always, subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. But y'all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.